What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of Boys to Men podcast. Today, I got a very special guest with me, Miguel, greatest barber in the motherfucking world. Say what's up, big boy.
What is going on?
This is my big bro, for real, dude. This is my
going
homie. This
on?
is the greatest barber to ever exist.
All right, bro.
Literally, bro, you got me right. Bro, you
talk.
talk about this shit like you are constantly like bragging about this shit. So don't even get on my ass about it, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? All love. I do appreciate it all, but not there yet.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon I will be known as a best barber in Utah. Most well-known barber in
Just
Utah.
get a little bit closer to the mic. My bad. Yeah,
Soon I will be known as best barber / most known barber in Utah. And then after that, hopefully the world. You know what I'm saying?
get some enthusiasm going, nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally no bullshit, bro.
No bullshit.
But yeah, so
No
welcome, bro.
bullshit. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you on. So let's just get right into it, man. So let's start off with my first question. How did Miguel just like what made you want to think that you wanted to be a barber? Like, what made you think?
Let's rephrase that real quick. How did Mickey Blades come about?
Let's
Pretty much.
Let's do that.
Damn. Back to ninth grade, man. Back to ninth grade. I was on Snapchat all the time. You know, I had nothing to fucking do back in the day. So, like, I just was always on my fucking phone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was on my phone, always, like, on Snapchat and all that type of bullshit. And, excuse me. I'm going to sip of water. But DJ Khaled was, like, going crazy back in the day on Snapchat for all the bullshit he would, like, post about, talking about this, fucking Major Killer, that, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And then, I started seeing that the motherfucker would get like a fucking haircut every other day, every 2 days, every 3 days, like hella, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, bruh, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to be that motherfucking barber that's just living life, kind of famous person's hair, and just making bands, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I came back to school the next day and I started telling everybody. I don't know if you remember, bro. You know, we went to junior high together and shit, and it was in ninth grade. But I started telling everybody that I was going to be a barber, blah, blah. It was mostly in, like, my LIA class. So all the fucking Mexicans, my bad. I was about to say another word.
The B word.
The B word. Hit that
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick. You know what I'm saying? My bad, guys. I'd be a
Hit
little
the
out of
motherfucking
pocket.
Fortnite.
I'd be a little out of pocket sometimes. But yeah, so I would tell everybody in that class, like, yeah, I'm going to be a barber, blah, 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 blah. And then pretty much there was, like, a career day at school. And they were like, all right, pick a career you want to be in and research everything about it. I did not find one link that told me I was going to make more than $40K a year. So I was like, fuck that.
Because you know damn well, like, you got to do way more than just go to school.
Exactly.
But did that click in? Like, did you realize that in that point, or did you do research of like, oh,
No,
okay.
no. I did not realize the rest of the shit until years later.
Uh-huh.
So, and I searched up how old you have to be to get, like, a license or to be a barber and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it said 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, bruh,
You
like, I
started.
could do this shit, you know, whenever.
Yeah.
And then blah, blah, blah. But the fact that I didn't see anything that's had more than 40K really just knocked my enthusiasm out of there. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be a fucking barber, but fuck that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward the next summer, which was 5 years ago in a few days. So that'll be 5 years now that I've been cutting hair.
Mm-hmm.
So 2018, 2017, I don't remember. Y'all do the math. 5 years ago from a few days from now. It was 4th of July. It was July 3rd when me and my friends started talking about it. We were out shopping for, you know, Clearfield days and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're like the summer out of ninth grade. We haven't seen anyone all summer. Where all the snow bunnies pull up and all the Latinas in Clearfield pull up. You know what I'm saying?
We love those.
So,
Damn.
homie was like, bro, I need a fucking haircut. Like, take me to go get a haircut. And it was already like 8 p.m. Salt Lake City. Like, where the fuck am I going to take this dude to get a haircut, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that came to my mind, I was like, bro, I'll just cut your hair. Like, I'm going to cut your hair, bro. Don't even trip. I got you. I'm going to cut your hair. And I just kept saying that shit the whole night. He kept saying, nah, you're crazy, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that. And then wake up the next day. And then he's like, bro, I think I'm going to let you cut my hair. And I'm like, fuck, dude, it was a joke. Like, I didn't actually want to cut his hair. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, dude, my adrenaline just starts pumping. But the thing is, even before that, bro, since like 6th grade, I always found it easy to like. I always just had a feeling in in myself or whatever the fuck that I could do lineups, that I could do fades, that I could cut with scissors. I just always saw it and I was like, bro, that's not hard. Like, it's not hard to be a barber, you know? So then I end up fucking going. We find my dad's fucking beard trimmer. And I'm pretty sure it's not only his beard trimmer. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm pretty sure that's what he used. You know?
Did you wash it at least?
I did.
Okay.
I had disinfectant spray for some odd reason. I don't know why the fuck I had disinfectant spray at the time. I wasn't even a barber, you know. But we did spray it. We cleaned everything, made sure we had to be fucking sanitary and shit. So then my homie's like, "Yo, bro, like at least look up some YouTube videos and shit." And I just kept looking at all these YouTube videos, bro. And that's when, like, I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but like 360 Jeezy.
I remember 360 Jeezy. My cousin used to listen to
So
a lot.
360 Jeezy, bro.
360. Yeah, bro. That
Fuck,
shit is
bro.
still in my head
Fuck!
after all these
I
years,
cannot listen to that motherfucker anymore.
Bro, literally. Isn't he? I think
He is
like,
that guy, though.
He fell off, though, right?
I mean, not
He doesn't
really.
get as much views. I
He's
think,
just
last time I
made
checked
it
on him.
now, so he's
Yeah.
not as like crazy with it no more. He just kind of just posts to keep being consistent and shit. But so I just kept watching videos, and he's like, "You're making sure you're like know what you're doing, right?" I'm like, yeah. But I really was not paying attention to the fucking haircut, bro. Like the videos and shit, like I was not paying attention, and I just wanted to get to it. So I started cutting his hair, bro. 3 hours later, I ended up cutting his fucking hair, and it like looked not that bad.
Okay.
And I was like, "What the
You didn't
fuck,
fuck up
bro?"
his hairline.
I
That's
was
all that
like-
matters. You
I
didn't
was
fuck up
like-
his hairline.
I was like, no way, bro. Like, I actually could do this. You know what I'm saying? So then ever since, I just kept cutting his hair every time he needed a haircut. And that's how I started, like, wanting to cut hair because of that day. And then I think that Christmas, I had a girlfriend at the time for, like, 2.5 years. I dated her from fucking 9th grade all the way to, like, halfway through junior year. Which I don't regret, though, bro. Because at the end of the day...
Did she motivate you to do better?
Fuck no. I
Okay,
wanted
that's
to.
terrible. Fuck
Listen to
her
me
then,
though.
I'm sorry.
Listen to me. I did want to break up with her a year into the relationship, right?
Because you wanted to focus more on the.
I just didn't like her, bro. I'll be honest. Like
It's terrible.
it's fucked up. It really was. But hey, I was young, and I'm sorry for listening to this. But listen, this is what my head went through. I was like, no, I'm being a bad boyfriend. I'm like, I just need to like work on myself, and I need to be better, and I need to be nicer to her. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like not focus on myself only and stop being selfish. Cause I honestly, bro, the first year I was a terrible boyfriend. Dude. I was an asshole, manipulator, and to this day, bro, if I really want to be, I will be that dude. You know what I'm saying? But matured, not like that anymore. But yeah, hella sidetracked. That Christmas, her mom bought me my first clipper. And it was the fucking clipper that 360 Jeezy would use because he made that shit look so easy. The Oster's Fast Feeds, bro. And it turns out those are one of the hardest to ever use. And the motherfucker never
And that was your
explained
first
it. And
clipper.
that was my first clipper. So that's the clipper
That's
that
a
I
good place
learned
to
on.
start.
You
Always
feel what I'm
start-
saying? So
always
I
start at the
started with
hardest level.
that shit. And I was like, the first haircut I did with those, bro, the worst fucking haircut I ever did on my cousin. Like Christmas week, the week after Christmas. I think it was Christmas Day, like the day of Christmas. And dude, oh my God, I was so mad. I was like, I don't even want to be a fucking barber anymore, bro. Like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, 360 GC kind of teaches how to like cut hair and shit, but he doesn't really tell you like, it's not those 3 steps. Like, there's hella more shit that goes into just doing that. And then his shit is modified, bro. Like, his shit has it to exactly how, you know what I'm saying? Like, to make it that easy for him, right?
Yeah.
My shit was brand new, not adjusted, not as sharp as his, like everything. So it was just all terrible. Fast forward, I just kept cutting, bro. And high school starts. I was already getting better. I already had gotten some trimmers. I was actually starting to do lineups. And my first client, bro, shout out Castle, my brother, my twin. Miguel, the other Miguel.
The first Miguel.
He is older than me, but I am the alpha and I am the main Miguel. I'm sorry, bro, but
He's top dog, bro.
I'm top dog.
Top dog.
But yeah, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was my first ever client, and to this day, I still cut his hair. And he doesn't even know what the fuck to ask for. You know what I'm saying? I just
You
take
just
care of
cut
his shit.
Yeah, you don't even ask me when you cut my hair.
Exactly.
And you just know, because I get the same shit every single time. Every single time, bro, I just get the sides cut off. And
That's one thing. I'll definitely add that to my advantages. From 1 to 2 times of cutting someone's hair, like, I will remember what to do. Just make it better every time. So when you sit in my chair the next time or the next time after that, I don't even have to ask for what you want. Besides the length when I get to, like, the top, how much you want off the top, and then, you know what I'm saying? But usually I already know what the fuck I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And people ask me all the time, how the fuck do I do it? How do I remember everyone's haircuts? Bro, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Same way.
It's like, natural. Like it's just in your brain. Like the more you shoot a shot,
I guess
the better you get
exactly
good shit in the shot. So, practice makes perfect.
It's
And like you were saying
definitely-
earlier, guys, take note of this. Take note of this right here, right? He was saying earlier about how hard it was when he got his first clippers, right? But the more he did it, he was just like, it just became natural to him. So
It's definitely a lot of muscle memory
yeah,
with picture memory. Because I'm good at that. I
because you're
forget
also good at
everybody's
talking
name.
a lot. It seems like you're talking more than you're actually paying attention to the cut.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
'cause
Because the
you-
thing is, bro, the reason why I'm kind of like really good at what I do is because my mind's always fucking running, bro. Like I have 20 things going on in my mind. Like I can't stop, bro. That's why I'm always doing a bunch of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I keep myself sane. So when I'm cutting hair, I have 3 things going on at the same time that help me kind of like just slow my brain down. So I'm cutting hair, which is already hard as fuck, right?
Yeah.
So many minor details like that, right? I'm listening to music and I'm having the conversation. So there's 3 main things that take a lot from your brain to like focus, and that slows me down because I don't feel like I don't ever have anxiety. I don't ever have like like I'm not like super stressed. Like I'll get like butterflies in my stomach because I'm running behind, but I don't ever feel like it's a different type of under pressure. The under pressure that I'm like go, go, go. Not the type of under pressure where I'm like freaking out and stuff. Besides the fact that I really am good under pressure when it comes to a lot of things, like the fact that I have those 3 things calming my brain down, it kind of slows like my world down at the same time. So that's why I like do what I do, and I can talk and fucking listen to music and bump and do all the shit that I do because like I'm pretty sure I have ADD or ADHD really bad. I just being Hispanic, bro, that shit doesn't exist. Anxiety, depression, all that type of shit, like it does not exist. Like you just tough it out.
Not to be racist again, but you niggas work.
We fucking
You
work.
niggas work. Bro.
We work, we eat, and we pretend to be rich, even though we just normal people. You know what I'm saying?
So, a really good question I have for you. My next question is, so when you graduated from, barber school, how long did it take for you to start making like, a full-time income? And how profitable is being like a barber? And profitable in the sense like how much money you make.
No, yeah. I know. So first question, how long did it take me to get on, like, starting putting food on the table, pretty much? So,
Nigga bringing bacon.
I pretty much had everything set up with another barbershop, and they pretty much recruited me on some like D1 shit.
Like scouted you out.
They scouted me
This nigga
out,
went to
bro.
a fucking convention cutting hair. Like they go over here like, yeah, I want him.
Yeah.
I want him.
All right, so that summer, before, was it summer 19? Yeah, summer 19. Yeah, summer 19. I won my first barber battle, and he saw me there, and he hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, yo, like, come work with me and shit. And I was like, here's one thing, I'm really fucking gullible, and I'm really, like, easy to, like, trick and, like, make believe and brainwash.
So this isn't the shop you work at now?
No.
Okay.
I never worked here.
Huh?
I never worked here.
What do you mean?
I never worked
Oh,
at that
you never worked
barbershop.
at that one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm not going to name drop or anything. This is
Okay.
what happened.
Yeah, you don't have to. If you do, just use a fake name.
But, so yeah, and then he hits me up, blah, 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 blah. I go, he's pretty much telling me he's going to set my life up and all this and that. And I'm like, yeah, like, fuck yeah. Like, how else am I going to do it, you know? Like, he's going to, like, I'm going to go work there, blah, blah, blah. And then I start hearing shit that, like, it's not really what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that it's definitely a lot more talk than the walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my barber graduation date got pushed back, like, hella. I was supposed to graduate, like, in beginning of October, and I didn't graduate till, like, end of November. So I had to go. I literally, bro, myself went into the shop and personally told the motherfucker, there's nothing I could do, bro. I got screwed with my hours and shit in school. There's nothing I could do. Like, my graduation date's gonna get pushed back, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, you're good, bro. We'll figure it out. We'll, this and that. And I already had gone to his house. I already had gone to packet with, like, the kind of like the contract and all that type of bullshit, you know? And then I start hearing that he actually got upset, started talking shit and this and that. You know what I'm saying? I don't quote me on that, but I did hear that, like, it really fucking bothered him. And, like, Like it was low key bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
it was on some like it got him really pressed,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like then that's when in life I started realizing a lot of that's like my journey of like realizing what the truth was with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm really gullible, and it's like really hard to like. It's really easy to brainwash me. Is what I'm trying to say. So then that happened, and then I finally get my actual graduation date, which is like November something. I could search it up, but sometime in November, right? And fucking finally graduate, get my certificate from school and shit, and now I have to start the process to get fully licensed to the state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I start that process. I send it over. I go to Salt Lake, drop it off. I pay what I gotta pay. Oh shit! And I also have to do my test, bro. So I do my tests, my written test, and my fucking physical test. Like I don't know what the word is. Pretty much, I just cut hair on a mannequin.
Yeah.
And make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I know what the fuck I'm doing. I pass those tests. I send everything over. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like figuring out where I'm gonna go work and this and that, right? And while I'm like talking to shop owners and like all this and that to like get that process starting
Were you
for me
also,
to start working.
Were you also talking to like shop owners that had like franchises, like franchise?
No.
Okay,
It's just local.
Just
local shit.
Okay.
My top shop or like salon or what I was looking at, it was a salon in West Haven that needed barbers, and that to me kind of seemed the most logical thing to do. But then I ended up spraining my ankle really fucking bad in gym class in high school. Because keep in mind, I'm still in fucking high school while all this is going on. Besides me doing barber school and doing all this bullshit, I'm still in school, like in the mornings and stuff. And dude, I get so fucking depressed, dude. I literally got a 2nd degree sprain on my left ankle or right ankle. I don't even fucking remember. It was my right ankle. And dude, like I was out. Like all of my like plans started like they fell apart. Like I had nothing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was out for 2 weeks, like I said. And then the 2nd week, I checked my email. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just check to see if like I got my license or whatever, you know. And I check through my email and I don't see anything. And then I search up, I don't even know what the fuck it is, like HOSHA, some shit, some legal state shit, you know. I forgot the name. And it pops up and it says Miguel Diaz. And I'm like, no fucking way. And I click it and I was like, I'm fucking licensed, dude. Like I'm a fucking barber now. And I'm just sitting there like in shock for like 8 minutes on the couch because I was watching TV. And I'm like, my mom was in the shower. And as soon as she got out, I was like, Mom, I'm fucking licensed, bro. Oh my God. And then she like comes and gives me a hug and all this and that. And that was it. And then the recovery process started walking again, doing all this and that. And at the same time, it was like the last few weeks of school before Christmas break. So then there was an assembly going on and I cut hair at the assembly. So that's when kinda. I did it in the back.
Oh, okay.
It was like, but I shaved someone's head bald, and I gave a guy with long hair a mullet. He lost like a bet in the whole school or whatever, so I gave him a mullet. And I told everyone to fucking follow my Instagram, so everybody knew who I was in the school. And it was really hard because I really don't have clientele from my high school besides like a teacher. But yeah, then that happened, and then while all that's going on as well, a new barber instructor that started at the school, which shout out my. Oh my God. Shout out my brother Alex Haro. If you guys watch this and you've grown up in the area from like 2010s, and you probably know who Alex Haro is. He ran shit in the barber community here in Layton and stuff. He took me under his wing and made me the guy that I am today.
You told me about him
so,
once. Yeah, I remember that.
He helped me a lot and shit, and he was trying to help me find a spot, you know, come up with like questions to ask like owners, shop owners and this and that. He's like, bro, why don't you just come work with me, like at the shop that I'm at? And there was like, you've been through it, right? Like the back room where I'm at?
Yeah.
The 2 chairs. So back then, it was only the other chair that was there. And then where I'm at, there was a couch, a TV, and like some other bullshit. Like, it was just like a break room.
So it wasn't, that mirror wasn't even there either,
No,
huh?
none of that shit. The desk, not the desk, my shelves, none of that shit was there. Nothing. It was just like nothing. And we turned it into a little barber station. And yeah, my first day officially working as a licensed barber was 2019, December 31st. And I worked 3 days that week.
And how much did you make?
In those 3 days, I made $650 plus in 3 days. And so I only worked 3 days, right? And I made $650 in total with tips. And in tips, I only got like $100. So I guess $550 in 3 days.
And that's pretty good for 3 days.
Well, here, let me put it in perspective.
Yeah.
My biggest check before that, working 40 hours in the 2 week span, I made like 431, and it was like physical labor, working my fucking ass off, like working all day, like it was ass, bro.
So when you made that 550 in your first week, working 3 days, you were like, bro, what if I work 5? What if I work 6?
Exactly. I was just like, dude, I'm just starting and I'm already doing some like crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never had that much money that quick in my life, and that's when I was like, okay. And at the time, bro, I was making TikToks. That's when like beginning of 2020 was like the TikTok show was starting to pop off or whatever. Like
I remember your Instagram too,
and my Instagram and shit. And quote me on this shit. I was trying to make Barber TikTok before Barber TikTok became a fucking thing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was. You guys could go back. You can search my TikTok. It's literally Mickey Blades, Miki Blades with a Z. Scroll all the way down, and I will literally say, "Yo, what up?" Blah 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 blah. It's my first day as a licensed barber, and I'm 17 years old. So come, like, welcome to life to 17-year-old barber.
Imagine if you were still. You still do that? You know,
I'm gonna get back into it.
Yeah. Imagine if you were still doing that from then, bro.
I would
all the way up here.
I would have probably been dating Addison Rae right now.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Like I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, if I really kept up with it, and the reason all that shit stopped was because of COVID.
Yeah. And everybody take note. No matter what, go like if something seems like it's gonna go right, you have that feeling, or people tell you, just go what people tell you, bro, or that gut feeling. Because
that gut feeling.
Because when you look back on it, it's like, fuck, I should have done this, should have done that. Yeah. There's something you can really do. Bro, that's lost time, bro. So, whatever you can do, just do it.
Always. Because, bro, like I was doing TikTok and all this shit, and my biggest TikTok, I got like 170 likes, 170,000 likes, my bad, and like 500,000 views. And I was getting hated on by my own homies, pretty much like, oh yeah, you're so cool.
That's what they do.
Blah 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 blah. And then later on, they're like, their video blew up. They're like, oh yeah, I'm telling everyone. Working at Archie's, bro, was when the NBA shut down, the whole Rudy Gobert shit happened, and all that stuff.
So nobody was getting.
No, everybody was.
Everybody was getting cutted.
Well, it was the day of, bro. That week that it happened.
Yeah.
Nobody knew. Nobody fucking even believed in COVID and shit.
Yeah, really.
Like
especially when getting like cuts.
It was before everything started going crazy.
Before, so not
so it was March of 2020. The day Rudy Gobert tested positive, that night when the NBA shut down, like FIFA, fucking all that shit, was that night of that day. So I went my whole day. No, the next. It was that week for sure. That week. So I had one full day of fucking like working like a really busy like walk-in shop, and I think the next day was when everything started fucking going crazy. So then the next week when I came back to Archie's, it was a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like super busy anymore. Everyone was like freaking out. Like I think it was like a Tuesday when I worked, and then Wednesday everything shut down, started shutting down, and then Friday was like the last day of school we all had, and then they shut like everything down. That's when everything kind of started. So then, now what? I just started my job, and I have to touch people all the time. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like physically in people within the 6 feet of people, like at all times. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, what the fuck am I going to do, bro? You know what I mean? And then I just kept grinding, just making my money and shit. And obviously it slowed down. And then at the same time, the whole like earthquake shit happened. You remember when we had that earthquake?
Bro, that shit was so crazy. I was literally like sleeping on my ass, and the whole neighborhood just like
started fucking shaking.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah,
I was like, bro, the world's coming to an end. Some bullshit.
Literally, so I stopped trying. I was like, the world's about to end soon. Like, why the fuck should I try? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. April comes around, they shut down everything, right? Nobody worked, no shops were open. I was so
depressed. Like, I was out of school, bro. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Dude, that's probably one of the worst rock bottoms I ever hit. Like, mental-wise, like, I literally did not want to do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been that depressed before, but not, like, to the point where, like, I literally did not want to do anything. Like, I would stay in bed all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've been super depressed before.
With most people. There was, like, those certain groups, right? You had the groups that just kind of stayed in bed, stayed home all day, just let the thing go out. There was actually people who was actually, like, grinding their asses off, like, taking advantage. Yeah. Those people are rich as fuck now, by the way. And
shout out to you guys.
And we're the depressed people who came up after.
Yeah.
Everything kind of slowed down. So.
Well, I didn't really come up. Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did come up after that. Because after that, for a few months, until I got COVID in September, that's the most money I've ever had. And I haven't been able to come back yet. Yeah. Like I had like $6,000 in my account at one time. You know what I'm saying? And I was still like, had like another 2 to 3K to spend. Like I was like financially stable
Yeah.
for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to what I was saying. That happened. Started working again, and that was like the most money. I think that one of the most money I've ever made in like a week. I think I made like 1,300 in a week, 1,400 in a week.
That's crazy.
And the crazy thing is, bro, I only cut like 7 people a day.
So you got all that money from tips or like extra?
That, like, yeah, like I just kept working. Like I was saying, I was not going out with friends. I was like in a really big like fuck you, fuck everyone mentality. Like ain't nobody loves me more than myself. Ain't no one's gonna be there for me as much as myself. So I did not give a fuck about anyone besides like my parents and shit.
All right, hold that thought. Hey, Con, still rolling? Okay, cool. All right, go ahead.
And I wouldn't go out with my friends. I wouldn't give a fuck. I had no FOMO to the max. Like I did not give a fuck about anyone but myself and my success and shit. So I was literally just grinding, bro, all the fucking time. I was like sometimes working like 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. and just grinding, bro. And like I said, the most money I've ever had in my account was like 7 to 8K. And I'm not embarrassed to say that because people,
at our age, it's fine. It's our age, it's
you know
fine.
what I'm
Trust
saying?
me, you have no idea.
But
I was
like,
saying in the last episode, like nobody is rich.
Exactly.
It's like a top 5% make more than 10 grand.
And like, I hate to say it, but like honestly, bro, you know how people are when they see it, like, oh, this, my barber, blah. Like, I really, really hate getting love to my face because I'm not where I want to be. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like a hypocrite getting all this love when I'm just like still trying to figure it out.
Did that inspire you to do better, or just?
Like, oh yeah, it's definitely like, all right, like hell yeah, like
showtime.
It's showtime. Like okay, like if people really think I'm like this right now, like how are they gonna be when like in 3 years from now when I'm like actually running shit? You know what I'm saying? But fuck, what are we talking about?
I forgot. Oh yeah, so after the the whole thing.
Having that much money in my account. Yeah. And then at the time, I think I was finally like getting ready to like rewarding myself. So I started buying clothes and doing this and that. I started going out doing shit. Like I kind of dropped a couple K on some like stuff that I wanted and this and that. You know, it wasn't like nothing crazy. Like it didn't really break my bank.
I remember seeing you a lot at the time. Like I used to see that vlogger.
Yeah.
Just wearing Yeezys. I'm like, damn, this nigga got Yeezys on. I was like 17, bro. I was like, it's not fair. Yeah. So I bought Butters like the next week.
Literally. And then I got COVID in September, bro. And another depressive time in my life. And that wasn't that bad, but I spent all my fucking money. All of it. On clothes, DoorDashing 3 times a day.
Yeah. DoorDash is like the reason people are broke, bro.
I fucking
doing that shit.
Yeah, fuck DoorDash, bro.
Unless you're working there.
Kidding. Unless y'all sponsor him and like, you know what I'm saying, start giving him bread, then like DoorDash all the way and shit.
Yeah, give him a couple of years. When those niggas are actually profitable.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
okay.
They don't actually make money.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into that. But anyways, and my mentality was like, it's gonna give me more motivation to make even more money. It's the dumbest shit I've ever said in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not, like, my biggest piece of advice, do not live check to check.
Save your goddamn money,
to this day, I'm still sometimes going through that. And
eat bread every single, like, bro, there's certain things people could be doing to be saving a lot more bread.
Literally.
Like eating bread, nigga.
Yeah. But anyways, and then I came back, and this actually, like this COVID shit actually helped me, bro. Like, after that, I actually bought this course to, like, lose weight, like burn fat and gain muscle. Bro, I dropped like 30 pounds in like a month and a half. And I was getting like looking good and like, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, this is when like life stupid shit started to happen. You know, I started getting in my head, started hoeing around. This is when I fucking shout out to the MILF, bruh. Shout out to the fucking MILF, dude. This is MILF? I was 18. Vegas, the first MILF. She was, I guess, not MILF, but like hot mom. She was 26 with 2 kids, and I was 18. Damn. And to this day, she's the hottest person I've ever been with, bro. I still try to hit her up, but she doesn't give me the time of day anymore. But like, yeah, bro, that's.
She needs a man that can take care of her, fresh and fit.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy though? She was also a barber.
Really? Is that how you two met?
Kinda, yeah.
Just
mutual friends. Yeah. So my homie's baby mama's best friend, and I just followed her because of her fat ass, bro. Shit's so fat. And yeah, she started. I would swipe up on her stories, and she started swiping up on mine. And one day I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna start being bold. Like, I'm gonna fuck, you know. I was like, I'm already getting bitches. Like, I can do anything.
I'm trying to give you another kid.
Literally.
3 kids.
And I'm gonna get to this right now, but pretty much she posted some video on her story like recommend me snacks to eat with like my wine. I'm gonna have like a solo night, just watching like Netflix and shit. And I swiped up and I was like, me. And she was like, that's a yes for me. And I was like, swear, bro. I was telling everyone. And like that night,
Perfect.
literally that night, I was supposed to go out with this other girl. And I did go out with her. But like that night, like, go for it. You know what I'm saying? So this night I was supposed to hang out with this one girl, and I was like, no way, I'm about to bail on her to go to the MILF, bro. I didn't hang out with her for like another weeks after that because we like stopped talking and then like start talking again. But yeah, I was like, I'm about to like do this shit, right? A few weeks go by, and like pretty much this is how we were gonna hang out, was like definitely talking about fucking and this and that, right?
Yeah.
Like it was definitely part of the like top, not literally, but like, you know, like we're gonna go cuddle and watch movies and this and that. After I taught her how to use the straight razor, because that's what she wanted to do. She was like, I want you to teach me how to use like the blade, because I don't do that, because she worked at Sports Clips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she's like, yeah, listen. I was like, all right, bro, come to the shop, I'll teach you, and then we'll go over to your house after, and I'll cook you some tacos. And she was like, all right. And then we'll cuddle and watch a movie after. Yeah. She was like, bet. Anyways, that happens. Blah, blah. Goes well. I'm at her crib, bruh. And we're like sitting there cuddling and like we're watching the movie. And she's like, do you want some fruit snacks? And I'm like, ding. Like, bro, like my life fucking changed, bruh. Because, you know, everybody was always talking about the fucking like, yeah, like I'm going to go over and eat like their kids' fruit snacks and like all their candy and shit. And it like, I was like, yeah, I was telling all my friends, like, yeah, I'm about to eat her fruit snacks, bro. Like as a joke, you know? And she literally,
quote unquote fruit snacks.
Literally. She literally offered me fruit snacks, bro. Like, and then came back, blah, blah. Gave me the fruit snacks. The movie ended. It wasn't like the craziest sex, like, shit I've ever experienced.
Oh, I got rid of the really nigga.
Yeah, honestly, bro, that fits perfectly, because I was about to come in like maybe 15 seconds of her like riding me,
so fat, bro.
And I pushed her off me. I was like, I'm not about to come, bro. Like, fuck no. And it wouldn't get back up after that. So it happens, bro. Shit really do be happening. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not embarrassed to say that, because she was like, okay,
bro.
no. I'm really not embarrassed at all, because she was actually super fucking cool. She's like, it happens. Like, I know you're very nervous. Like this whole situation is literally like a dream come true for you, and I know that. Like, she literally told me that to my face. And then, but she gave me head like soft for like 5 minutes, and I still couldn't get hard. So it was a cool experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pretty cool. And then we sat there and talked about shit. But then the next time, bro, oh my Lord, that was life changing. Because then after, I would just sit there and like lay on her ass and like stare at the ceiling and just ask her like life questions, you know, like about girls and like just like advice and shit. So it's like it was like a mentor in life.
Yeah, one of those mentors you get like when you experiencing shit for the first time. I wish I had one of those, bro.
Yeah, like she really helped me a lot, bro. It's kind of crazy, like even with my sex shit, bro. Like, I might not be packing the biggest rifle, but I have a lot of knowledge in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can, you know what I'm saying? I know
gun safety.
I know gun safety.
Yes, sir.
It might be a small little, you know what I'm saying? But it does the job really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But it's also not that small, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we don't need to get into this shit.
You know what I'm saying? We might have to cut that bitch out for sure. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's get back on topic, though.
Yeah, back on topic.
Okay, so, back to the other question I asked. How do you expand your business from just cutting full-time to making more money doing other things? Do you do other things, or do you like... So... what's your plan also?
The greatest thing about being a barber is that it teaches you how to be an entrepreneur and CEO from the start, because you don't work for anyone technically. Yeah. You might rent a space of a barbershop, you might do this and that, but you have the freedom to like do any type of advertising, any type of this, any type of that, and do it your own way for you to make you the most money. So I'm not in a box of like how much money I want to make. Like, there's barbers out there that are probably millionaires. Like, there's one here in Utah, and I personally know the dude. He doesn't say that, but like, bro, he has 3 barbershops, and the first one makes like more than like 5 million a year. So, you know what? I am gonna say it. Okay, maybe not, because I don't know if I should like. I don't know if that info is like correct, but I know like one of this first shop does make more than $1 million a year. But
how many barbers in there? Like how many?
there's
Barbers?
like 6 or 7. It's like one of the biggest barbershops in Utah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see the name, but there's graffiti in there. It's in West Valley. And he's that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's also partners with the Salt Lake Beauty and Barber Expo, so he also throws that with another person. So, but he's doing his thing, right? That's like minimal local shit.
Yeah.
You could also be a celebrity barber. You could be a celebrity that turns out they cut hair. Like you could do so much shit, bro.
Yeah.
There's no cap to it. And for me, honestly, and I say this way, like I want to retire being a barber at 25. I'm still gonna be cutting hair, but like I don't have to cut hair anymore by the time I'm 25.
Yeah.
More like I'm gonna continue cutting the people that made me who I am today when I first started.
But you're gonna be expanding way beyond just cutting hair.
But I'm not. I'm gonna be like in my hometown like 2 to 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be everywhere doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so much ideas that I have flowing through my head of shit that I'm gonna do and stuff. But yeah, like, and I guess my plan to expand now. There's a lot. I've been trying. My goal before leaving where I'm at right now was to be booked out in advance 2 weeks. But I realize it's not possible because I'm too comfortable there.
Yeah. So you got to take that risk.
So I got to take the risk. I need that big push.
Yes, sir.
So my goal right now is to get a place soon, like my own little studio, make it my own, and literally just start upscaling my business as much as I can to the point where like it's not possible for me to just be at that studio anymore. So, and then I'll open up an actual barbershop.
So let me ask you a question. What's the most valuable skill? I'm gonna answer this for you. What's the most valuable skill you can have to achieve that?
What do you mean?
What is like a certain skill that you need to achieve that? It's not just having the money to open up these spots, but also the people you know. Yeah. So networking
for sure.
is a very valuable skill to have when you want to grow your business. As a barber, I would assume, right? Yeah. Because it depends on who you cut.
Oh, yeah, right? Definitely. Networking, if you don't know how to network, bro, you're not going to make it in this barber game at all. Like, networking is definitely, like, when people say network is your net worth, it definitely is your net worth. Because I've talked to so many people telling me, oh, yeah, I want to do this and this and that, but I got to go to college, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to get this licensing. And I'm like, if you want me to be honest, if you really tried networking, saying, like, taking a shortcut, because it's not taking a shortcut, it's just a different pathway that's a little faster. Because big thing, another like piece of advice, don't take the shortcuts in life. This past 2 years,
you can make the most of what you have, but never take a shortcut.
Never take a shortcut, because I've learned, that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned in the past 2 years as a barber. Don't take shortcuts. Quality. And I mean, I never take shortcuts cutting hair, but like I was taking shortcuts to try to make more money, and I would end up literally having the same amount of money, just more time wasted.
And it's always about who you know, getting their knowledge. It's always talking, networking.
That's why I love being a barber, bro, because I meet new people almost every day, and they're mostly older. And even if they're a year older than me, I automatically turn into a sponge, and I get all of their knowledge and everything. Like my goal in life is to go everywhere and travel everywhere to become the most knowledgeable as possible as I can, to be the best person as I can, to teach the new generation later on to break out of society norms and shit like that. Yeah. But fuck, what were we talking about? Expanding, yeah. But besides networking and doing all that shit, one of the biggest things, the biggest attributes or shit that'll help you get to that is being coachable and knowing you're fucking up and literally listen to people. Discipline. Consistency and discipline, literally. Because you're not going to go anywhere if you don't think you can grow. Yeah. And a big thing to have is you're never going to stop learning until you die. Like there's always going to be someone that knows more than you. So that's why you just
always got to keep chasing.
Always got to keep chasing.
Always chase that
knowledge. And back to the whole shortcuts and not taking like all that type of stuff. Something really big that my mom told me growing up as a child was a lazy person has to do it twice. So I would always like try to like do something in a really lazy way, and it wouldn't work. So I'd have to do it again and again and again until I finally did it the right way, right?
Mm.
Like, let's say throwing away a paper from far away, right? I'm gonna throw away this piece of garbage into a can. I'm gonna throw it, but the chance of it actually landing in there are not 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm being lazy. I throw the fucking garbage over
Instead
there.
of just fucking putting it in there.
Instead of just standing up, walking over, dropping it, and forgetting about it, I was lazy, and I threw the thing over there, and I missed. Now I have to stand up. That's the second try of me putting that shit in the garbage.
Yeah.
So that's what she means by, like, the lazy person always has to do it twice.
Yeah.
And because you're not guaranteed 100% success from being lazy.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire. So
yeah.
that
So always listen to your fucking moms, bro. Honestly, your mom's always right. I've only proved her wrong maybe half a time. I've never proved my mom right. She always knows what's best for you guys. So unless she's fucked up, unless she's like, you know, doing some fuck shit, but you know when you'll know when she's right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, your mother and your father give the best advice they can because they're your mother and father, bro. They want you to be better than them. They want you to grow.
And
they only want the worst for you, bro.
Exactly.
Listen
and then
to your fucking parents.
And
I have a struggle doing that.
Yeah, me too. And there's people out there that don't have, you know, good parents, or they have their parents or this and that. And I understand that. But the people that do, like, be grateful, take advantage of that, because not a lot of people can do that. I'm like one of the few that can say that I have both my parents still living with me. And, you know, it wasn't always just sunshine and roses and shit, but I've realized that your parents are the only people you can really fully 100% trust in this life, and yourself. Other than that, like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love you, mama.
I love you. I love you too,
I
mom.
love you so much, mother.
And my dad. All right, I love my parents a lot.
Leading back from that last question, final question I actually have. So, leading up to all of this, what is the mindset that you've had, or the mindset that has evolved and changed that you still have, that helps you keep going every single day, helps you keep growing and doing better every single day?
That I can do anything I want.
Yeah. Just like, you can do anything. The world is yours.
That's what it is. Like, because honestly, the reason I do everything that I do is to prove that anyone, if they really try and work for it, they can be better than that person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a barber because I couldn't find that barber I wanted to have. So now I'm that barber I always wanted for the community. I'm now doing music to show.
You just got back from the studio, by the way.
I just got back from the studio. I started making music to prove that I can do anything, and that I could do it as good or even better than the top artists that exist right now, like the Travis Scotts, the Lil Babies, all the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga literally has something to prove.
I literally
something to prove.
Have something to prove. That's definitely the mindset I have, is that if you really want it, you can have it. If you're really hungry, you're gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? If you are really tired, you're gonna sleep, right?
Yep.
So if you really want something, fucking work for it, fucking fight for it, and be smart with it, though. You know what I mean? Like, don't just do, because I've done so much stupid shit in the past year and a half that, like, I obviously shouldn't have done, but it taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck up a lot, but when I do fuck up, I fuck up bad.
Yeah. And
it, like, I have to restart again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, from that is, like, I would, like, to the point where, like, I would lose my confidence in everything. And I feel like that's what a lot of people need in life. That's why people tell you, like, to fuck up now when you're young, because you need to be humbled down and you need to lose your confidence once or twice in life to really understand how this fucking world works.
And the way you take it builds character. It'll motivate you to do better. It'll keep you down. So you got to do better. If you get down, bro, if you get knocked down, find the next best thing and do that shit, bro. Because
the way my mind would work is, like, I step on a pedestal. I definitely think the world is mine. Like, once I get on that pedestal, I start losing. Yeah. Even though it feels like I'm winning because I feel so confident in myself. I guess not even confidence. I just feel cocky. Yeah. Everything just starts to go bad. You know what I mean? So I'm literally currently writing a song. I don't know what the name of the song is, but I literally say, like, from time to time, I step in a pedestal and think the world is mine. And that's pretty much how, like, I've, like, how when I get on that pedestal thinking I'm better than everyone and that I have everything in my hands, I really don't, and it's actually just doing me worse than it really is. You know what I'm saying? That's literally one of the biggest lessons I've heard through like all my fuck ups is like never, ever, ever think you're better than anyone, because we're all in our own simulation doing our own shit. There's no right way of doing things. There's no right way of going about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just carving my own path. You know what I'm saying? Like doing my own shit because I know there's no right way to do it. That's what keeps me going. That's another thing that keeps me going as well. So.
Yep. And here is to our tip of the episode, said by Kevin Garnett. Remember that video? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I gotta be quiet. That's why I'm not yelling off my ass.
Literally. But yeah, like,
bro.
anything is possible, bro. Like, I'm trying to think of a time in life where like I really thought I wasn't gonna be able to do it. Okay, designs and haircuts.
You tried it?
Oh, I can do it now.
Yeah.
But like back then, bro, like when I was cutting hair, like I would shake.
Yeah.
I would say that I was a shaker, but I was actually terrified every time I did shit, and I would shake and take forever. It took me like 2 years to finally get over that shit. Like, and then like I got over it, and then I had a life, like literally COVID happened, and I lost my confidence again, and I started to shake again when it came to cutting hair and shit, and I was like, fuck, bro, like what the fuck's going on? But yeah.
All right, bro. So yeah, that's kind of all the time we have.
Sounds
but
good.
I really appreciate the knowledge you brought to the pod, bro.
Of course.
Everybody, tell everybody your social media.
My social media. Oh yeah,
social security
let me introduce myself at the end of the
your,
fucking
house
podcast.
address.
So yeah, my name's Miguel Diaz, aka Mickey Blades, aka Mickey. You guys could find me on Instagram at Mickey MIKI_DIAZ_, and I mean that's all social media. Yeah, like I mean eventually. I mean yeah, TikTok Mickey Blades. Eventually it'll all be Mickey Blades. Like I literally have it tatted in Arabic on my arm. Like chill out. But yeah, like literally everything you will always find me in as Mickey Blades, MIKI Blades with a Z all together, no caps. No caps, no cap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
stop the cap.
Soon it'll be trademarked and LLC'd and everything.
Real
so yeah, soon Mickey Blades will be known around the world.
All right, brother. Really appreciate getting on the podcast. Everybody, thanks for watching. If you guys want to see more content, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and share this on all platforms. Share this to all your friends, guys. And yeah, bro, thanks for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Peace.